Hello, beautiful souls. For those of you who don't know me, hi, my name is Winter, and if you have found your way here, you've clicked on this video, whatever it was that drew you in, whether or not you've been here before or you're new, it's not a coincidence that you're here. Whether or not you interact with me or not, it's still no coincidence. And you think about that though, like literally all of the readers that are on YouTube and like all of the videos, and like seriously think about it, like wherever you are in the world, and the fact that you somehow or another found me, like that's not a coincidence. I mean, like seriously, like that's alignment. That's alignment. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this and get you a message from Spirit. We're like seriously about to communicate with spirits. So how cool is that? Thank you, Divine Source Energy, Divine Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, Archangels, Guardian Angels. Thank you, Ascended Masters of Love and Light, Divine Helpers. Thank you, benevolent energies, entities, beings, elementals, higher light beings, and that come only from divine source energy of love and light, ancestors in alignment with our highest good. I thank you for being here with us this evening and guiding, blessing, protecting this reading, myself and the viewers. I thank you for using excuse me, the cards that I use here this evening as tools to communicate with the viewers of this video. I thank you for enlightening the cards with clear and easy to understand, honest, accurate, trustworthy answers and messages that come only from the divine, that are only of the highest good and to the harm of none, with peace, love, light, and gratitude. So it is. Okay. Alrighty then, let me get a sip of water. Okay. And also too, like this channel isn't very big, so that, I mean, is just, it'd be different, like if this was a huge channel, and a lot of people knew of it, but that's not the case. Like this is a small channel. So the fact that you somehow found me in this big old world, it's just not a coincidence. Okay. Spirits, angels, guides, higher light beings. Okay, I feel like for some of you, you feel like you're having to like repeat yourself to someone. This right here is the Ace of Swords with the Hanged Man. So you may feel like you're like having like the same old conversation, or maybe the same old conflict or tension with someone, or someone's like avoiding some sort of truth, or even like avoiding some sort of even like a decision. There's like some uncertainty here. Like maybe you're feeling like there's someone that's like not understanding what you're trying to tell them, and like you're trying to like get your point across, and it's like because there's uncertainty here with a new or a level of understanding. So it's like I just feel like there's someone here is not quite grasping something, or like seeing your point of view on something. And it could be very overwhelming and stressful. With the Hangman there, and the Ace of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Look, and then we have the Page of Swords. Like you're trying to maybe have some sort of conversation with a person. The Page of Swords, this is new ideas. But it feels like someone's not getting what you're putting down. They're not picking up what you're putting down. They're not seeing your point of view on something. They're not getting it. They're not grasping what you're trying to say. Show me clearly, Spirit. What message do you have for the viewers? This would be the King of Cups. It's interesting too. You guys look, I've got Santa Claus on live just because I like that energy. And even though I'm not listening to it, I just like having I know I'm weird, but it's just, and the Santa Claus is a lot like the King of Cups type of energy. So some of you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, a Scorpio. This is saying a compassionate yet steady partner, earning respect and admiration through wisdom, achieving financial stability, being realistic yet hopeful about financial matters. So let's see, what is the challenge here, Spirit? Or what's crossing this King of Cups energy? Courage. This would be the Knight of Swords. There's I feel like for some of you, you're dealing with like some sort of creative block, or there's a block in intimacy. There may have been like some hurtful or harsh communication or words with a person. Look, there's the Hangman again. You may be feeling like you're doing something all by yourself. I am seeing some depression. Someone's dealing with some depression, possibly feeling isolated, isolating yourself. There may be like some feeling isolated. Either like if you're in a relationship, there may be some sort of emotional distance with a partner, or you may be feeling just, if you're single, you could be feeling like you're isolated in general. Or like maybe even just feeling lonely. You could be dealing with some feeling that you coming up against some sort of struggle, whether this is like in your finances or in with regards to love. But I feel like your confidence has taken a little bit of a hit. Yeah, you could be dealing with some like some intense arguments, because I feel like maybe you're doubting someone's truth or what someone's telling you. Could be someone's acting a bit arrogant or sarcastic. Something I just got. What's the past influence here, Spirit, on this Knight of Swords as the challenge? See, there's like some impulsiveness. There may have been like taking a risk on something that didn't quite pan out, and now feeling disappointed. Like there may have been like also like some sort of impulsive, like some impulsive spending, because the King of Cups isn't always the best with money. So, not always anyways. So I could be dealing with like, you may have done like some impulsive or reckless spending. That's not for everyone that I'm seeing, but Spirit is showing me that that is for some of you that are watching this. There was like some sort of unrealistic expectation about some sort of purchase or regarding finances. But I'm seeing something that feels like you're kind of gotten in a bit of a rut, either like your finances or at work, or like in your love life, in a relationship. Something has kind of gotten in a bit of a rut. And like you may be like shifting like how you view your finances, or like how you're viewing your love life. This spirit. There may be some sort of tension. I'm seeing someone having some sort of tension or fight or argument with maybe a father, or a spouse. You may feel like there's someone that is like, there's someone that maybe thinks that you're naive, and there may be some sort of fight or argument or tension around that. Okay, so I'm also too seeing that there's an opportunity for a shift or a change, and you're trying to like maybe make like a calm, cool, collected, rational choice or decision regarding some sort of shift or change in your work. Or with your finances. Maybe trying to get a better handle on your finances. Truce. Four of Swords. Yeah, like this can represent spending time alone, taking a break in your relationship. You may be like needing some space from, and this could be like from a friend or from a romantic partner, maybe a parent, a sibling. There's someone or a situation here where you're needing some sort of break. There may even be someone that is like temporarily out of work. If this is regarding your relationship, you may just need to like to kind of separate yourself and cool a period of cool, to cool off. Maybe a mental health day, or focusing on getting some rest and self-care. You could be dealing with some anxieties or feeling mentally overwhelmed regarding like your finances or your relationship, or regarding some sort of decision. You may have a choice or a decision coming up regarding like something here that you've been avoiding. You may be feeling torn. It could be like you're being put in the middle between some sort of fight or argument or some sort of drama, and you're feeling torn between like two different people, whoever this is. You're feeling torn. Something here feels but something feels unclear. You may be feeling, something might be feeling a bit stagnant as well. You may be feeling very discontent and unhappy with like your love life, or with your career. What advice do you have, Spirit, for the viewers? Whoa. You got the Two of Wands for your advice. With the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Like, okay, so you may be feeling overwhelmed. All right, for some of you, you're feeling overwhelmed regarding like work, and it's almost like you're unable to maybe even recognize like opportunities, or you may be unable to recognize like financial opportunities because maybe you're like so focused on a particular outcome that you're not seeing other opportunities. And so I do something here feels stuck or stagnant. You may be feeling like a victim. There's like kind of stuck something. You need something to shift or change. And there's a choice or a decision that needs to be made. There may be a fear of making some sort of change. All right, give me a second. Let me look at these for a second. Okay. So I feel like compassionate yet steady, earning respect, and but it's still the King of Cups regardless. So I feel like you're trying hard right now to stay calm, cool, and collected, even if, because I got the Tower right there, even if there's chaos, or there's maybe there's just things that are going on that feels like it's out of your control. Things may feel kind of messy or like up in the air. And so, because when I paused the video for a second, I was looking here at the bottom of the deck, and we've got the Tower right there. So there may be like some setbacks, or I don't know, there's some sort of shifts or changes, something going on. And so you may be trying to stay calm, cool, and collected, trying to kind of keep everything together right now. You may also be trying to like understand someone else's, like trying to understand someone else's intentions as well, trying to figure out like, because this dude here, like he's like, looks like he's like trying to figure someone out. And the King of Cups usually deals with emotions. So you may be trying to figure out like someone else's feelings, trying to figure out like, what are their true intentions? What are they really feeling? What are they really up to? That type of energy. But, I'm definitely seeing like some like impulsive communication, and there may be like reacting too quickly, reacting from a place of emotion. You may be finding yourself too getting angry easily, or like easily triggered or angry. And I'm not saying like, like lashing out. Some of you could actually be lashing out, but I am seeing like this kind of energy of like speaking before you're thinking, or you could be dealing with someone else that's doing this as well. And I'm seeing someone like getting all up in their feelings and jumping to conclusions. And it's like someone here is like mentally restless, imagining the worst case scenario with the Eight of Swords here, imagining the worst case scenario, and then just lashing out and just being reckless and jumping to conclusions because of like automatically assuming the worst, thinking, you know, having this negative mindset. Because you may have been like in the past, you may have given people like the benefit of the doubt, but like that has not really worked out for you, panned out for you, because like maybe you were overly trusting in the past, and so now like you don't, it's like people have to really earn your trust. But regardless, I'm still feeling like this is some impulsive, like some mental impulsiveness that you could be dealing with, just immediately jumping the gun, because the Fool can be very like impulsive. They like just sprint off without a care, you know, in the world. And then the Knight of Swords in a challenged position can represent like, you know, jumping to conclusions, jumping the gun, getting triggered. So with the Four of Swords and it says truce, it's almost like Spirit saying you may need to like take time to kind of to call a truce, to like detach from a situation, detaching from chaos, and like trying to like maybe meditate, clearing your mind. You know, if your mind starts to race and you start to like, you're starting to like think negatively about a situation, you may need to like take time to like step back and just breathe. You know, and allow the problem to kind of solve. The problem is not going to solve or be solved if there is like fighting or arguing or like threatening or pointing your finger, or like, you know, getting upset or immediately lashing out. So if you find yourself feeling frustrated or angry, Spirit is saying like just take some time to take some time out for prayer and meditation. If this is regarding your finances, you may find yourself like overthinking and getting worried, getting anxious about something, and imagining the worst. And you need to stay like calm, cool, collected, and not allow yourself to start envisioning worst case scenario. Because with the Two of Wands, this is like Spirit saying, slow down. You need to plan your next steps, plan, you know, think long term, maybe even creating like a plan of action. Also considering your options. So if you've gotten yourself in a bit of a bind financially, take time to like, you know, creating a plan of action and sticking to it. You know, like making calm, cool and collected and thoughtful and aligned choices instead of like rushed, impulsive ones. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't need to act right away. You need to take time to create direction. Because there's a lot of like mental blocks here. There's a lot of self-doubt, feeling stuck, overthinking. And so it's like Spirit saying whatever this blockage is, this is an internal blockage. This is like, things are not as bad as you might think they are. So like if you're thinking negatively about yourself, or about, like your love life or your finances or your career, it's like Spirit saying your things are not that bad. They're not as bad as you're making it out to be. If you take time to really sit down and maybe even creating a list or just planning things, you'll see that things aren't really as bad as you think they are. Or like if you're worried about your finances, if you think about like how good you have it compared to like maybe other people, your finances really aren't all that bad, or whatever the case may be. If maybe you're feeling intimidated, it's just like just your thoughts just circling in your mind, just like these racing, circling, same old fear or memory coming back up again. And Spirit's like, that doesn't exist. That fear is based on illusion, and the past doesn't exist. So it's not real. So so yeah, you're in this place right now where maybe you're trying to stay emotionally balanced, but like maybe your mind keeps wanting to like rush or push or overreact. And so maybe you're trying to not repeat like the same mistake. And so I feel like Spirit is like saying like you need to rest your mind before making any decisions, or before reacting or making any kind of moves at all. Like you just need to like slow your roll, hold your horses a little bit, take a step back, breathe, give yourself time to think and let clarity come in. Give yourself time to think about, to resolve the situation, or to like communicate and come up with the answers, to choose your next steps with intention instead of like reacting impulsively. And so like whatever it is that feels like a block, or feels like something negative, or making you feel this sense of fear, like that's all it is. It's just fear or overthinking. Your mind just needs this space to reset itself. Oh, I know that's right, Spirit. I just got these, I love pop art, by the way. I love it. And I've had these pop art oracle cards for a year or more. And this pop art tarot deck just arrived today. And I got them as soon as I seen them. And I was like, yeah. There may be somebody trying to give you unsolicited advice as well. Someone else, there's some unpleasant opinions that could be creating doubt or denial in your connection or in your love life. Could be someone else trying to like make you doubt yourself. Spirit, can you clarify this reading for the viewers? clarify this reading for the viewers. Wordless. Oh, you know what? The Knight of Swords, when it's in the challenge position, it could also, and with that Eight of Swords energy too, that's that would definitely look, and it's card number 80, which would reduce to an 8. It's definitely that energy of not having the words to say, feeling unable. Someone here is not communicating their emotions or talking. I'm hearing that song, Say Something, I'm Giving Up on You. This is someone who's unable to speak or unwilling to say the truth. I mean, like, you could be questioning someone else too, feeling like it's like this person is refusing to communicate. They may be acting like a victim, too much in their head, and is unable to express their emotions rationally. It says, there's so much for me to tell you, but I'm unable to express myself in a rational way, so I'd rather keep quiet. And that's that truce too, that the Four of Swords, that also is someone being quiet, not communicating. Why is this person, why is the person wordless, Spirit? Masquerading. Look, attempts to conceal their feelings and authentic intentions, feels powerless, and may resort to lying to gain control over their environment. So there's someone that is you could be dealing with someone else here, or this could be you that is not communicating, is concealing your feelings, or is feeling powerless, and you may be the one that could be resulting in like telling lies in order to have the upper hand or control over the situation, or you're dealing with someone else who is like wearing a mask. This could be you wearing a mask, this kind of ulterior persona, appearing to be calm, cool, collected, happy. But then when you're all alone is where you're able to be your authentic self. Or you're dealing with someone here who is portraying like they're calm, cool, collected, like they've got it all together, like they're happy, but the truth is that they are not expressing their real feelings. They feel as though they can't or don't know how to understand you or to express their feelings towards you. Ooh, someone's insecurities are eating them alive. Also, 73 would be a 10, and we've got card number 10. We've got 1010. Look, constantly covers up who they are in fear of what others may think of them. For many of you, I feel like this is you. You are wearing a mask, pretending to be as though you're calm, cool, collected, confident, the caretaker, the lover, the loving like person who's grounded, but inside you really fear everything that people think of you. You are trapped and unable to be your authentic self because you have a deep fear that you're going to say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, and you overanalyze everything that you say or do because of maybe you're afraid of embarrassment, or you're afraid that you're going to be too loud, or you're afraid that, you know, people are going to think this or that. Maybe you're afraid of rejection. Maybe you hide the way that you feel out of rejection. Maybe you hide the way that you hide yourself under this mask because you don't really know who you are. Maybe you're afraid that if you showed others who you really are or how you really felt, that they wouldn't love you the way that you are. And Spirit is saying that the only thing that matters is that you love you. Learning to love yourself and forgive yourself and healing your inner child, working with your shadows, recognizing your triggers, understanding the things that have kept you from moving forward. For many of you, you could be actually dealing with another person who is like this. They don't know who they are. Ugh. Let's get on that note, I was getting ready to start anyways, on that note, you guys, let's get something funny. Look, bitchy witchy, connect to Mother Earth. So whatever the case is, Spirit's telling you, you need to take a step back and take some time to meditate and prayer and doing some self-care and just finding comfort within your own company right now. Manifest the arse out of it. Dream big. Spirit, give me one card for those that have stuck around for this entire reading. Bitchy witchy. Shunned shaman. Become self-aware. Psycho spirit. Da, 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 da. Use your inner guidance. Look, their choice, your choice. Okay. I want to, please stick around. Oh, look, 37, another 10. We got 10, 10, 10 showing up in the reading. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Oh. All right. What does this card mean? Well, of course, it means like connecting to Mother Earth, you know, grounding your energy, trying to stay calm, cool, collected, you know. But it says connect to the earth more because your inner bitchy feminine side needs a breather. Whether you're male or female, you may be finding yourself being a bit bitchy, you know, but anyways, take your bitchy witch out to the local park or garden and let her be one with nature. For you masculines, you may be dealing with a little bit of a bitchy witchy, so you might want to take your witch to your local graveyard or to the park or what have you. Look, calm her the fuck down, otherwise she's going to curse you and use her witchy ways to bind you to that crappy shit you do not need right now. So like, yeah, like you may be finding yourself feeling triggered, feeling mad, and this like spirit's like, calm the fuck down with the Four of Swords. Calm yourself down. Look, eat herbs and organic foods and learn how to cultivate a garden if you don't already have one. Become earth conscious. One step at a time is all it needs. Do more recycling. Reuse more containers and become more aware in your everyday existence. Don't just get your earth witch on and leave your bitchy feminine side behind. Questions to ask yourself. What can I do right now to ground myself? Who is irritating my bitchy witch? So who is irritating the bitchy witch within you that you're trying to like keep yourself grounded, maybe bite your tongue because there's someone that is about to F around and find out, you know? And then also, what type of nature loving practices do I enjoy that I can bring in as a daily ritual? Affirmations. I now choose to work with nature in all ways so that I can be 100% in my own energy at all times. I am connected and grounded to our blessed Mother Earth and with grace, ease, compassion, and love and light in all ways. Word. I love this little deck. It is so cheeky. All right, I'm going to read the bottom here for anyone who's interested. Okay. Shunned shaman. Be your own teacher. Go within and find your own answers. Look, stop taking every word from a so-called wise one as gospel. No one else has the answers for you. And look, anybody who says they have all the answers, a shaman, a tarot card reader, a psychic, a guru, if anyone tells you they have all the answers or that they know it all, you need to run because no one has all the answers. And the only one that has all the answers for you is you. It's one thing to go seeking out, a spiritual advisor or a witch or a tarot reader for insight and guidance because we can all use someone else to help give us a sense of perspective and help with answers. But even still, going to a reader or a witch or a tarot card reader or a guru or a shaman, you still want to use what they say with discernment and still use your own intuition as well. Anyways, if you are shunned by others, then that is their choice, not yours. Become self-aware and speak your own truth. That just skipped a whole page too. What did I say? No one else has all the answers for you, so go and seek them for yourself. You know the answers. Be your own shaman, guru, god, psychic, religion, and healer. Stop wasting your time and money on the bullshitters. Know that your voice, your own inner thoughts are reliable and worthy of being acknowledged in this world. You are important and your views are also important. You are wise no matter what others say to you. Your wise words will suit you and your life. If you are shunned by others, then that's their choice, not yours. Become self-aware and speak your own truth. Hallelujah. All right, questions to ask yourself. Whose words or actions am I taking as gospel? Do I have healing to do with a religion or organization? Some of you may be getting triggered or angry with like religion or with the opposite sex as well. What can I learn about myself that will help me stop believing in false prophets and start to believe in my own values and morals? All right, the affirmation here is, I choose to dissolve, eradicate, and transmute any and all belief systems from my whole soul and being that anyone, anywhere has ever projected onto me or any that I have projected onto others in any shape way, or form. I transmute it all into pure light source energy for the highest good of all concerned. I am wise and divinely attuned to my higher self to gain my own true inner guidance. And Spirit, anyone who wants to claim that affirmation, if they just want to say, I claim the affirmation that Winner just spoke, let that be for their highest good of all and to the harm of none. And so it is. All right, you guys. So, I'm gonna let you guys go. If you're interested in booking your own personal private reading, where I focus just on your specific energy, no one else's, just yours, where it's just your energy that comes through the reading, with any particular questions, personal questions that you may have, please feel free to reach out to me. You can either text me or email me. My information is always in the description box below. And yeah, also, you know what? One last thing. For those of you who stuck around the entire time, Spirit, actually, you know what? Spirit wants you guys to have a fortune cookie card. All right. For those of you who stuck around for this entire reading, and it's been a long one, and I try my best to keep them short, but all right. Fortune for the viewer's Spirit, and you know who will watch this video and who will stay and watch the entire length. You can see further down the road than we can, Spirit, and you know from your perspective who is watching. Please show me clearly what message you have for them. Nature, again, getting out of nature, care required. You need to take care of yourself. There may be, you need to protect yourself against some deception, foolish mistakes. Making sure that you aren't reckless. Guard yourself against deception and be careful of making foolish mistakes. It's exactly that, the Fool with the Knight of Swords showing up there. And getting out and interacting with nature, getting outdoors around animals, farmlands, or by the ocean. This will be good for the soul and healing for you. We got that same card last time. Let's get one more. Since we got two here, we'll at least do three. Show me clearly, Spirit. Alright. And then we have difficult times. Be on guard against chaos and unforeseen perils or emotional upheaval are foretold. Okay, so I do see some twists and turns and some challenges right now, but I feel like this has to do with like internal conflicts because of the care required and based on the tarot. So be very careful just to not react from a place of anger or frustration or even like self-victimization. Bottom of the deck, take time out from problems or conflicts or approach softly to avoid making matters worse. And that's that Four of Swords energy as well that came through. Tough and trying times. Tough times ahead. Think long-term and make decisions accordingly. Avoid negative people at all costs. Like, seriously. And that's that Eight of Swords, the Two of Wands that we saw. So, you guys, that's why Spirit called me to do the fortune cookie cards. Anyways, you guys, this is what I have for you. Thank you so very much for watching, especially if you watched the entire thing. You watched until this point. Just stay aware, stay calm, cool, collected. Don't let yourself look. You may be finding yourself having a bit of an identity crisis. We've got 10 as well. just trying to figure out who you are. Someone may want to F around and find out here. So they can either get your angel side or your devil side. It's completely up to them. Anyways, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you and see you in the next one. The Divine in Me bows to the Divine in You. Namaste.